Hey, hi, and welcome to another weekly connection. So today we want to talk about some of the great stuff. That eclipse that happened has done a lot, and the Earth has reached the vibration she needs for transition. And that acknowledgement actually comes from our central sun, not our Earth sun, but the central sun, which we talk about in Luminous Energy study course. So that energy now is there. We're ready. It's like right on. And the Earth, as you know, is the origin of the error, which is the duality issue that affected 7 universes and is now confined only to Earth. So we as light seeds are shifting with this energy to create a higher dimension and to move with the Earth finally out of this crazy environment that has been in 3D Earth. Now, as you know, I never really have been able to see 3D because I use my senses to navigate. There is an extrasensory sense, I guess that's right, for every one of your senses, like your eyes or your third eye, so I can see in the back of my head, and your ears are here in the back of your ear, and then your smell is your palate, and your taste, of course, is your touch is that. So we talk about that in Luminous Energy. The point that we're making about that and why it's so important right now is that you cannot conceive or comprehend 5D and what we are even co-creating, because with this perception of 3D, there's a limitation. And that limitation is gone. The veil is gone when we hit 5D. So it's extremely important in whatever way you choose to accelerate your perception beyond your physical senses, because that is where you will be functioning from. And that is, anyone who does interdimensional work knows that it is done without your physical eyes. So you can see things that should be blocked. I don't know how to explain that. But anyway, it is very fun, very much fun. And I'll have a grammar lesson right after this. It is a lot of fun to open those senses up and experience it. In all my many years of teaching these techniques, I still find great joy in opening up your extrasensory perception as we transcend. So it's important to know that the mother is ready. She has reached that vibration. And that Earth is catching up to the rest of the universe. Now, the error, right, or the duality, all the heinous stuff, crazy ego doing crazy, awful things, that originated on Earth. But it did not originate with humanity. It originated with the higher celestial realms and has come down to Earth. And so it is now sitting at 3D Earth, ready to be transmuted by light seeds. So by us developing our inner perceptions and becoming more and more and more 5D vibration, first of all, it makes shifting to 5D easier, and you may even get some glimpses of it, because you need to move. When you move through time and space, we'll pretend time exists. When you move through space, then it's not done through your 3D senses at all. So we want to develop more and more of that so that we can connect, and we can make that connection with the Earth and the sun and all the creatures and the celestials and float. Because as you know, the Earth is going through great changes. You know, I have a lot of sorrow about my ecosystem failing as a result of climate change. And We understand that these changes are here, and we understand that 3D humanity will no longer exist. It's only 5D. So you want to be able to be of that pure heart in order to perceive. Now, you don't need to be able to perceive to shift. Of course not. You just need a pure heart. So that's why we always talk about removing anger and replacing it with kindness and compassion. So we are elevating. The eclipse is bringing us up a notch more. I'm trying to think of everything I wanted to say today. Did we get it all, guys? I don't know. I just show up and yap. Anyway, so I hope you are enjoying this increase in vibration that we are feeling. There will be more and more and more Earth events as we are shifting upward vibrationally. And hopefully humanity can shift and change, and we can be those torches of light that we came here to be. So let's begin. So we're going to take our aura spray and clear our aura of any junk we might have collected. You know, can happen. And of course, as you know, my favorite one, the Cosmic Thrust Oil. 1 drop in your hand. And then rub your hands together. Bring it into your aura and cup your hands together. Deep breath in. And that 15-second meditation realigns you heaven and earth. It's your tether, your golden tether. It makes it strong. And then, of course, it gives you a little bit more of that solar plexus for anything that might come along or come at you. And the third eye, of course, is enhanced with the Sacred Ascension Oil. There we go. And we want to put a little bit on our third eye, bring that around, and then on our nose and on our chest. And I just wear it, you know. All right, good. All right, so we are moving forward extremely quickly. Star children and light seeds are doing very well. Well, light seeds. Some star children are in that choice pace. That's okay. There's no judgments. We all are doing what we are doing for a reason that we are doing it. We don't judge that. So now we understand that we are these beacons of light, and we make that connection within ourselves and then throughout 7 universes. 7 universes are watching us closely. Because we are the force that was designated to eliminate the gross duality to 20%. So 80% of this crazy world of anger and greed and fear and torture is over. And the other 20% is a mere little bit that will be eradicated extremely quickly through one collective thought in humanity. That's a pretty wild thing to think about, but for 5D, it's very attainable. So you visualize that light coming from source, and it comes in through the top of your head and just gushes, it's going fast today, down out your feet and into the earth to the mother. The mother grabs on that lariat of light, and we take that lariat and we move it around her grid system, and we can feel how strong she feels. Amazing amount of strength and energy coming from the mother. And we feel that energy, and we sit in that energy, and it feels so safe. This is what you do in time of transition. You anchor yourself to feel safe. And then she brings that light up the back with the essence of herself in it on that yin side, back up into source, and around and round it goes. And this is our orbit, so that we are an orbit moving beacon of light. And then we want to do more, right? So we bring that beacon around and the water falls out, 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 all 12 of your auras. And you fill it with that yummy, gooey, golden light. So that not only you, but anyone and everyone you come in contact with can munch and crunch that light, which helps them on their journeys in life. After all, you're a light seed. You want to help people to become kind and compassionate. So we feel that energy, and we feel it first of all at the well of the mother below the root. And we feel that energy, and we connect with that energy and that oneness of light. And we feel our connectedness, earth and sun and beyond. That we are riding on this light beam. And what a journey it is to be the ones who eradicate all this darkness. Yeah, I'm on board. And then you feel it in the root. And the root is becoming strong with 5D vibration. And all of those old, I call it torture because it was so dark, it was torturous. That is being eradicated and resolved in all the lifetimes you spent in this heinous vibration. That you are now elevating to higher vibration with the understanding you got from that very dense energy to move into the light being you are. And your sacral is no longer dictated to by greed, by avarice, by others that want to subjugate. Because remember, in 5D, there is no slavery. We are all part of the same unit, and we connect and we work together towards harmony. At the solar spleen, at the spleen, you feel that energy of light coming from conscious use of power, which will allow you to remove your conflict. For me, sometimes when I see the heinous stuff of 3D, I have to use conscious use of power because that helps me to understand, not condone, but understand the journey that those low vibrations take. And that moves it to your solar plexus. So with that understanding and love, you can radiate love and project that love, which is true power. And the empathic shield is allowing you to understand and not judge others on their journey. We've all been on the journey. And just because some of us have been on longer than others doesn't make us any better than the other guy. We just may understand the actions. And we radiate that love and that understanding through our heart to all of the world, to all of the collective consciousness. Because after all, we all want love. That's what we're all after. So it comes into your conscious intention. And as we develop ourselves and our extra senses more and more, which has always been a thing for me, which is why I started teaching so many years ago, was to teach others to open up their senses. And as we do that, we see 5D. Because it's not seen through your 3D senses. And then we bring it up into your throat and we express ourselves as the light seeds that we are. And we are happy to share that conviction of love for all of humanity, for all of nature, for all of the universes. And we radiate that loving and knowingness through our crown that shimmers brightly. It says, I'm a light seed. I'm here to shift humanity to a higher vibration. And your telepathic notch jiggles with joy as it starts to loosen up, to open up. As we develop those senses, it opens up more and more. And we radiate that out. 18, 20 inches, we're upping it lately. So that shield, that light is there for not only us, but for others to munch and crunch. And we always keep that light so strong that it never goes down. It's always up. It's an endless supply. And we get to see and understand and remove our judgments by wearing this shield. So I hope that you all are understanding that we are on the precipice of this, that the time is now. Now being a relative term, of course. But this is why we love doing this work. So there's a little film out about luminous energy. I hope you go watch it. And I would love to see you at that workshop because it's oodles of fun. I love you. I'll see you next time. Hey, hi. I'm Jaculin Dorman from Chakra Life. And I want to talk to you about a spiritual workshop that we put on about once a year. And it's a spiritual study class. And it comes from a lot of my interesting gifts and techniques that are, of course, because I have been unable to see the 3D world my entire life. So I was also very ill as a child, and techniques that are taught are the ones that they gave me as a child to help me get through all of the crazy, crazy stuff that 3D had to offer me, which was a lot. So in Energy Radiance, we want to share these techniques, and you're going to meet the masters that work with us it's luminous energy, and it used to be called Energy Radiance, but luminous energy contains far more information than Energy Radiance ever thought of doing, because we get into so much more than we did in the classes that were before. So this is a new series that is in 2 parts, and it has the spiritual part, which is a 4-week workshop coming up in April. And then the healing part, which will be an in-person practical workshop that will happen after the original luminous energy spiritual. So you have to do the spiritual study, and then you can do the healing study. Anyway, but it's a lot of fun. And the thing is that as we are working in transition, and we are moving forward to the 5th, a lot of what you're trying to comprehend about 5D can only be done through your extrasensories. So we talk a lot about that. We connect you with all of your extra senses in the study course, the one that's coming up in April. And we want you to become more 5D connected. And that has always been the purpose of this workshop. So you're going to learn how to remove conflict. You're going to learn how to feed yourself light on a regular basis, which is a first step to prana. But you're going to do that, and then you're going to learn how to create a vortex within yourself to not only block negativity, but remove it. So that's really important, and we do that. And then we connect you with the understanding. In the weekly connections, I talk about the central sun and certain celestials. So we're also going to connect you with that so that you understand the different aspects through time, where we're heading to now, what it means, and who are those celestials, and what is the central sun that we connect to. Because within that, we're also going to teach you how to connect to the mother and her aura and energy field. And then you also, we talk about the 7 laws of nature. So, we also want to work about what we can change, what we cannot. And then, of course, the last technique that you learn is how to remove your neuroses. Because I don't know about you, but sometimes I can be neurotic. So it's really helpful. So this class is all about techniques for bettering yourself, for expanding yourself, and to move us all into the fifth dimension. So I hope you'll join me. Go on my website, chakralife.com, and sign up. Thank you. Bye.